Please, let's round of applause for that. And for those who may not know, this is actually the largest digital economy on the African continent. Following the full liberalization of telecommunication sector in Nigeria in 1999, if you're a data geek and you pay attention to the trajectory of the growth of our economy, particularly the GDP, since 1999, you'll see a steady, consistent, astronomical growth that we hadn't seen before 1999. And if you look at all the factors that went into the economy, there's only one thing you'll be able to point to, which is the ubiquitousness of the application of technology in critical sectors in Nigeria. The digital economy in Nigeria became the engine room for driving productivity and competitiveness across key sectors. Today, actually, the good news is that just before this year and before this administration, that's set to use to contribute anywhere between 15 to 17% to our GDP. But today, we're tracking over 18%. And it is also beginning to actually contribute much more than oil and gas to the economy of Nigeria. We've now recorded over $1 billion worth of investment in equipment. And as you know, equipment or quality of experience is a function of equipment. But we have clarity. The government, led by Mr. President, has very strong understanding that to truly drive the growth of the digital economy, government must also come to the table to invest, which is why Mr. President has approved that we should put $2 billion into the deployment of 90,000 kilometers of fiber optic network across Nigeria. This will be the third longest fiber cable on the African continent, and of course the longest in West Africa. We've also prioritized artificial intelligence. We're one of the few countries on the African continent with a national AI strategy. For those who have been following, just 2 days ago, Nigeria released the first African government-backed large language model, which is multilingual, speaks Hausa, Yoruba, Igbo, and accented English, and is also multimodal as well. It's not just text. It actually can speak, because most LLMs are just text-based. And this is the first time an African nation will be opening this up. We've worked with the bill amendment.
The federal government has announced plans to invest 12 billion naira in digital economic research project as part of efforts to accelerate Nigeria's technological growth and maximize the benefits of digital transformation. Minister of Communication and Digital Economy, Dr. Bosun Tijani, disclosed this on Tuesday during the opening ceremony of the 18th International Conference on Theory and Practices of Electronic Governance ICE-Gov 2025 in Abuja. The 4-day event themed Shaping the Future of Digital Governance Through Cooperation, Innovation and Inclusion was organized by the National Information Technology Development Agency, NITDA, and drew participants from across the globe. Tijani explained that Nigeria's strong participation in the last year ICE-Gov and the country's the confidence of international partners to host the 2025 edition, noting that the government's commitment to digital research goes beyond rhetoric. Immediately after ICE-Gov last year, we founded over 55 research projects. He said, at the moment, we are putting together about 12 billion naira to fund further research projects focused on the digital economy. According to the minister, the funds will be channeled into 3 major research clusters across 18 universities, each focusing on a key area: 1, artificial intelligence, to explore innovation and ethical AI solutions tailored to Nigerians' context; 2, connectivity, addressing the country's persistent digital infrastructure challenges; and 3, digital skills and literacy, aimed at equipping Nigerians' youthful population with relevant technological capabilities. Tijani emphasized that digital technologies are now at the heat of modern society, serving not only as economic drivers but also as instruments for effective governance and social transformation. Digital technologies are no longer just economic tools, he said. They are tools to reshape and govern societies. Any nation that fails to integrate them into its governance structure risks being left behind. Chair of the ICE-Gov Steering Committee, Ms. Elsa Esteve, also highlighted the importance of cooperation in navigating the rapid evolution of digital innovation. She warned that while artificial intelligence holds immense potentials, it also poses new risks that must be collectively managed. We must ensure that innovations are not only technological but human-centered. Steve said governments must listen, moderate public discourse, and protect the digital space of fake news, hate speech, and manipulation. The conference, which begins to gather experts, policymakers, and tech leaders from over 18 countries, is expected to produce actionable strategies to strengthen digital governance, innovation, and inclusivity across developing countries. Thanks for stopping by.